action has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Out wide to the right. Gordon. Referee's given a throw. Newcastle United look as though they're about to make a change. There are a few waiting for it. Gordon really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Danger averted for now.
Gordon.
Rissa beats the offside trap, turns and goes back. Lovely feet. Joelinton. Can he deliver? He slid it through. And that's been levered clear. He's gone for it! Wolverhampton, a relief to hold on for a win last time round, and go again now. Arias is being picked on here.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Arias. Well, they can break here. Looks like a good ball through. That intervention was very necessary. Gomez. Joelinton. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Wolves still have two substitutions up their sleeve. Ross tries to dink it in. Looking to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Looks to slip it through. He's in space and looking for options. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Tries lifting it over. And here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Gordon gathers from the goal kick. Andre. Gomez. Totti. Andre. Gabriel Jesus. With the ball through. Oh, hits one! Oh, taken with style! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's gone for it! He's scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
The Magpies get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Barnes. Hall clips one through. Oh, that's neat. So who's he picking out? Could cross it. Towering header! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Oh, fists it away. Elanga. Barnes. Elanga. Bisa. Over to the left. Barnes. And he's there to cut it out. Gomez. Gomez. Gordon. Proves too strong there. Willock. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Hall. Long and high towards the flank. Wonderful quick feet. Elanga. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Massive leap! Really well taken goal. Ruthless and relentless. And that will be the final act. Analysed to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game. Your reflections then, Jim?
Wolves could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be
A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Wolverhampton Wanderers awaiting the challenge from Leeds United. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Calvert-Lewin, is a player whose all-round game has really improved in recent times. He's become one of the most effective players in the air, and that's...
And Lawson! Decent hit and on target.
Harrison.
Grove. James. Now he's wondering who wants it. He's being closely tested here. Now the pass. Darlow can claim that. Grove. Struck. Harrison. Aronson. Wolverhampton have had to deal with a lot of criticism following the dreadful manner of their last defeat. Out wide to the right. Room for a shot. Oh, the ball's come loose. Grove. Justin. James. Grove. Aronson pushes it out wide. Harrison. Totti is fouled. Harrison. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Looking for a decent ball in. James. And he just whacks it away. Ampadu goes up and over. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Leeds United seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Arias, still goalless at the moment. Gomez. Totti. Gomez. Hoists it high, and the finish! Justin finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. James scored the first half opener in his last outing. Hit long and direct. Aronson just brushed off the ball there. Gomez goes looking. Harrison. Aronson. Ampadu. Calvert-Lewin. Gomez. Arias. Justin. If anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Harrison passes it through. Lost. Spreads it towards the left. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bogle looks to slip it through. Whipped in. And he's cut it out. Totti. Gomez. Totti. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bueno. Arias. Totti. Forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward. He's had a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
The first half is done, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. We are already promptly back underway. Great lead! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. Leeds United are going at it with an extra spring in their step since the break. Maybe it's down to the tee.
Chance to cross here. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Aronson. Beal. Leeds, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get what he wanted. And
heads it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Aronson. And the weighted pass. Gomez gets into the right position to intercept. Aimed long and direct. Calvert-Lewin. Ampadu. Bogle. And the counter is on. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Harrison. Calvert-Lewin! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows and the quality he produces.
Aronson. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Calvert-Lewin. Beal. Wolverhampton Wanderers may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available. Calvert-Lewin. Can he deliver? Can he find a finish now? And it's hoisted clear. Bueno plays it forward. He could be in here. Calvert-Lewin. Gomez. So, sends that a long way. Good idea, just poorly executed. Bogle. Calvert Ampadu, long and high towards the flank.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Gomez. Arias.
Wolverhampton Wanderers showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Ampadu. Calvert-Lewin plays it out to the flank. Played into the middle. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Wolves opting to make a double change here. The defence can get it clear. Keeper has beaten it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Justin. Gnonto. He's made sure that that won't get through. Gnonto. Needs a quality cross. Has a hit! Last-ditch defending, and a second time! Harrison.
Leeds United are certainly applying enough energy and desire, Peter. They just need a break.
Beal. Rowan. Goodmanson. Harrison. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. Eglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm going to opt for the versatile Danny Welbeck. His preference, I'm sure, would be to play through the middle to score as many as possible, and he'll be judged on that ultimately.
Mitoma! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Wolverhampton have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager is going to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
Van Heck. Brighton and Hove Albion have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5. Tries a through ball. So what now? Now the pass. Well read, he sorted that out. Gets good distance on it. Steered out wide. Whipped in. It's a brilliant interception. Gomez. Wolves putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Welbeck. Oh, that's neat. March. Brighton were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked the system to sort it out.
And the finish! Gets it back. Bueno. Gomez. Just brushed off the ball there. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Passes it through. Mitoma looking to get on the end of this. Towering header! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Looks like a good ball through. Gomez will try cutting inside here. Looks to slip it through. And he's there to cut it out. Arias. Played out to the wing. And it's Welbeck. Vifa. Mitoma with the ball through. Gorgeous control there. Hit into the mid. Great leap! Defence has got rid of that. March plays it back. Big chance! A chance to play it in. Hoists it high. That intervention was very necessary. It's a throw in. Plenty waiting in the middle. Gets up to head it! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
Looks like a good ball through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Arias. Hwang Hee-chan. Mitoma. Vifa. Oskali. Vifa. Over to the left. Passes it through. Going through. Ah, sweet feet from him there. Mitoma plays a clever pass. Oh, that's a waste. Aimed long and direct. And we hit half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Wolves, pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Keeper goes long. Oskali cuts it out. Mitoma. Plays it out to the wing. Looks to slip it through. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Shoots! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
He's had a shot! Could fall kindly. It's there!
Well, that's what top players do. They can seize the initiative almost single-handedly, and that goal eases them in front once more to make this second half look a little more promising.
Sa did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
The Seagulls take the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's got away. Gets a good foot in there. Gomez. He's being picked on here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Hwang Hee-chan. That's a corner kick. Wolverhampton Wanderers making another change here. Strong punch. Arias. Up to meet it! No, not the best of headers. Tries to stroke it through. He's gone for it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
It so nearly came off for him.
Reuter very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
And he's cut it out.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
He He's making good... Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Is it in? Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Gomez. It is quite a run he's making here. Up he gets! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And the weighted pass.
Brighton are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Gomez. Bueno. Fine defending there. Wolverhampton are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. March. Ruta. It's got through. Lobs it in gently.
Brighton and Hove Albion certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
FIFA battles to win it back. Gomez. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Looks to dink one in. Arias pumps it into the area. Tries to get it forward quickly. Milner. And that's that. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them.
Everton against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Grealish, I like a lot. To me, he's a combination of a number 10 and a modern midfielder, in the sense that He has that creativity as well as the drive and work rate that's expected of someone playing in the middle these days. Stick him anywhere across those attacking positions and he'll come up trumps.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Frankie Chan. It's a loose ball. Passes it. Shot a goal! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Ndiaye spreads it towards the left. Lovely little display of skill, that is. Big chance! That is wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Wolves have been finding wins hard to come by on the road, none in their last 5. Arias spreads it wide. Idrissa Gueye. Decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Tries a through ball. Striding forward, facing goal. Well, they're looking at the referee,
he was
but he's
eager to
waved
get a
play
shot
on.
away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Frankie Chan. Gomez. He's having a look round. It is deadlocked. Now it's Frankie Chan. Ndiaye. Mikolenko. Branthwaite. McNeil. Looks to slip it through. Could cross it here. Totti knocks it away. Grealish. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Branthwaite. Idrissa Gueye tries to stroke it through. Chooses to go back. Out to the left it goes. Can he deliver? Pumps it into the area. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Lobs it in gently. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Grealish. Looks like a good ball through. Looking to shoot!
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again, he really had to be at his best, didn't he?
Frankie Chan. Keeper's got good distance on that. Frankie Chan. Garner, aimed long and direct. Idrissa Gueye goes looking. Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Grealish. Oh, it's opened up nicely. Can he put it away? Goal! Everton! There is the breakthrough. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Everton take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now the pass. Coleman looking to get on the end of this. And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Wolverhampton need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Dewsbury Hall. Wolverhampton Wanderers came in for a lot of criticism from some sections of the crowd following that crushing defeat. It is bounce-back time now. Forward it goes. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Gomez. Totti. Bueno. Arias. Goalkeeper's ball. Grealish. Now surely. Real chance. Not offside that time. Wolves look as though they're about to make a change. Gomez. Wolverhampton still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Hwang Hee-chan. Back of the net!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Changes then in quick succession. Wolverhampton Wanderers grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
McNeil shapes the shoots. Goal! Everton! And they've got their lead back. Jim, your thoughts?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pasta to pick him out.
Everton go into the lead. Ndiaye. Garner. Wolves still have one last substitution available. Steered out wide. That's a throw. To get it forward quickly. Local complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Hwang Hee-chan.
That is terrific skill.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's come loose. Plays a clever pass. Hits one! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Idrissa Gueye. And it's Grealish. Aimed low and direct. Lovely feet. Grealish. Looking for a decent ball in. It's a brilliant interception.
Everton are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
He goes long. Hits one!
Everton certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Grealish with the ball through.
Everton can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Looks to slip it through.
McNeil.
So who's he picking out?
Everton probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Grealish.
Branthwaite.
And that is that. Wolverhampton have fallen short on the day. They're going to need to bounce back from this. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Wolverhampton Wanderers are looking a touch fragile, Peter. Confidence looked well down, and they have to find some courage quickly now if they're to react.
And our live game is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Arsenal. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Havertz plays it out to the wing. Trossard, he'll have a dip! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try. Arsenal certainly won't want to look back and dwell on that. It was a good chance, though.
Timber. Saka. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Arsenal were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Now it's Havertz. Now he's wondering who wants it.
Now it's Trossard.
Trossard plays it out to the flank. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Jim, your thoughts?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Arsenal take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand, and just listen.
It's one! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Mikel Merino has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Looks to slip it through. He's got options out wide. Mikel Merino gathers from the goal kick. Havertz! Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
Hwang Hee-chan.
Played out to the right. Looks to up to meet it! Oh, not the best of headers. Wolves looking to get back to winning ways following on from that marginal defeat. Can he finish? Oh, nearly. Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Gomez.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Timber tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to dink it in. He's had a go! Sensational by Havertz! And with that goal comes comfort!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Arsenal take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Gomez spreads it wide.
Rice. Havertz pushes it out wide. Saka. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Gomez. Havertz delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Timber. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Into the channel. Saka.
It's in, can he put it away? Keeper has beaten it away.
Bueno can hoist it clear.
Saka! This could fall anywhere.
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Trossard
Passes it through.
Havertz.
Trossard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the first half is done.
So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
We are already promptly back underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial. Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Looks like a good ball through. Ball swung in. And that's been repelled. Hoists it high. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim.
Timber. Merino. Saka. Now it's Havertz.
Havertz! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
It so nearly came off for him.
Havertz very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Havertz.
That's a big chance! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Arsenal take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Arias. Hwang Hee-chan.
With the ball through.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Has a swing at it! That really should have hit the net.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he could end up like a lost sheep, Peter, because they're trying to shepherd him everywhere he doesn't want to go.
He's gone for it!
Odegaard. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Keeper goes long. Now it's Havertz. Lanjut tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Oh, glorious footwork! Wolverhampton Wanderers look as though they're about to make a change. And it's hoisted clear. Dinks one in. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Wolverhampton just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Salute and a header! Great football, shot and save. There's going to be another change here. Header! Poveda goes looking. Gabriel. Trossard. Plays a clever pass. Oh, hits one! And he should have made it 4. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Havertz, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now. Well, up for a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Out wide to the right. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Odegaard heaves it forward. Wolves have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Calafiori. Trossard. Poveda. Saka. Rice. Poveda. Well won, that's good play. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now the pass. It's a brilliant interception. And there goes the final whistle. Wolverhampton Wanderers have fallen short on the day. They're going to need to bounce back from this. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Wolverhampton Wanderers lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened.